Hello guys and welcome to this beginner tutorial on Magnific AI. Now, Freepik has completely transformed. It didn't just acquire Magnific AI, it also rebranded its entire multi-million-dollar ecosystem under the Magnific name. If you're still looking for static vector templates, you're missing the point. Because today Magnific is an all-in-one generative infrastructure, so in this tutorial we're going to be skipping the fluff and breaking down exactly how a complete beginner can navigate the interface, generate pristine initial images, and master the world's most powerful upscaling engine from scratch. Let's go! Now guys, when you first log in, you're going to notice two ways to work. You can use individual quick launch tools, and you can just do this by expanding the sidebar here. Okay, and you're gonna see all of your different items. But you can also open spaces. This used to be called Freepik Spaces, of course, when this used to be Freepik, and I told you how to use this in our previous tutorial on the channel. Okay, so you can check that out. Just look for spaces in our channel, and you're gonna have a ready tutorial for that. So Spaces is like an infinite node canvas designed for production team. As a beginner, do not let the node interface like overwhelm you, because you can just think of the sidebar as your toolbox, okay? So what most of you are gonna use are gonna be the stock, and then you have the image generator, the video, the voice, and the assistant, okay? So we're gonna start by focusing on the image generator. So let's click in here. So guys, your configuration panel is here on the left, and your output canvas is going to be on the right in here. Alright, so we have to start with define some parameters. Okay, so for the prompt, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on composition and lighting rather than microscopic detail. So let's go. This is the prompt that I use. Cinematic shot of a cybernetic astronaut exploring a volcanic cavern, neon orange lighting, high contrast 8K resolution. The reason why you don't want to focus too much in detail or like little details is because Magnific has a scaler that is going to do that for you, okay? Now just make sure to select the appropriate aspect ratio, okay? The number of variations you want to generate is going to obviously cost you more credits depending on how many you have. And also you can add like a reference, meaning like an image reference if you want to maybe help the model understand. You can click on add and upload media. And about the models, I would recommend you leaving it to default or cinematic, okay? These are very good for you, okay? So I'm just gonna leave it to default. Now we're just gonna click on generate, so let's go. And it's gonna take a while, but it's gonna do this for us. So guys, the native resolution output is gonna sit around 1K to 2K, depending on your aspect ratio. It's gonna look clean, so I'm gonna show you right now. But to really make it professional, okay, this looks so good already. Oh my god. We're gonna need to push it through the core Magnific engine, which is like an upscaler. But as you can see, this looks so good already. So as you can see, we have these 4 images, and they're actually created using different models. Okay, so you can kind of decide your, your favorite one. But yeah. Okay guys, so in order to use the upscaler in one of these images, we're just gonna go to our dashboard. We're gonna click on search, okay, and we're gonna click on image upscaler, okay, because it's a little bit hidden from the taskbar, so we can just do this. And now you can select the image directly from here. You don't even have to download it and then upload it. You can just select it. I'm gonna select this one is the one that I like the most, I think. So let's add it. And now you have like 2 different models, okay, or paths. You have the Magnific Creative or the Magnific Precision B2. Magnific Creative does not just stretch pixels, it's gonna reimagine them, okay? So it's gonna use like generative hallucination to kind of embed microscopic detail guided by your prompt, alright? So if you really want to add something different to your image, really use this, okay? You can use the creativity slider in here to kind of control how much creativity you want. Do not go beyond 5, otherwise it's gonna look like too much different, okay? So I'm gonna keep it to like 3 or something. You also have the resemblance slider, which is gonna balance the original layout with the enhanced detail. I'm gonna keep this default. Guys, very important, if you're working with like graphic design, interfaces or logos, switch immediately to precision B2. Okay, and this is gonna feature zero hallucinations and storing text and branding stay pixel perfect while using the smart grain and the sharpen sliders. For this one, I'm gonna use creativity and I'm gonna set it to 3 or 4. As I said before, you can also use a prompt, but I'm just gonna keep it like this. So let's go. Let's upscale. And this is how it's gonna look. As you can see, we have the before and the after. Okay, you can obviously see that the after looks much better, much more polished, much more detail, and it kind of even added some details on like the suit, which is perfect. Okay, so I definitely prefer this one here, the after, and this is great. So guys, once you're happy with your image, your video, your file, whatever, just gonna click on here and you're gonna select the format option, okay? PNG, JPG. If it's video, it's gonna be MP4, you know, so on, so on. Okay, and you can just click on download. Alright? For an image, I'm always gonna recommend PNG because that's gonna make it the highest quality possible, you know, preserving all of the details and things like that. So guys, for a beginner, as you can see, this is your best practice workflow. Just generate your base concept with low stylistic constraints, whether it's like an image, a video, or an audio. Then find your favorite variation and then run it through the upscaler using a descriptive prompt to bake it in hyperrealism. Okay? So guys, that's pretty much it. We're gonna create more tutorials on this service. If you have questions on the other like features like the video and things like that, where we're gonna go more in details in some of the services, okay? But this is gonna be like something general for you to learn how to use this, okay? So that's pretty much it, and thank you so much.